How should black prepare against the Torre attack? How should black prepare against the Torre attack? This is a question many players ask when facing this unique opening. The Torre attack begins with one pawn to d4, followed by knight to f3 and bishop to g5. White's aim is to pin the knight on f6 and control the center. To counter this, black needs a solid plan. First, understanding white's goals is essential. The Torre attack seeks to create pressure on the f6 knight while preparing for a kingside attack. Therefore, black must avoid passive play and focus on active piece development. One effective response for black is to play an early pawn to d5. This move challenges the center right away and prevents white from gaining a strong foothold. After one pawn to d4 and knight to f6, playing d5 stops white from transitioning into favorable lines. Another approach is to delay the move to e6. Instead, consider playing g6 after the initial moves. This can lead to setups like the King's Indian defense or the Grinfeld defense, where white's bishop on g5 becomes less impactful. When white plays bishop to g5, black can respond with h6 to break the pin or develop the bishop to e7 to unpin the knight. These moves help in maintaining piece activity and preparing for counterplay. Strategically, black should aim to counter in the center. Moves like c5 or e5 can challenge white's pawn structure and open lines for black's pieces. Prioritizing development is key, so moves like b6 and bb7 can create counterplay on the queen side. If white castles kingside, be cautious about making weakening pawn moves like h6 or g5 unless absolutely necessary. Keeping the king safe is vital for black's overall strategy. Common pitfalls include allowing white to maintain the pin and build an attack without challenge. Ignoring control of the center can let white dictate the pace of the game. Additionally, overextending with premature pawn pushes can create weaknesses in black's position. For practical lines, a classical approach could be one pawn to d4, knight to f6, pawn to e6, and bishop to g5 followed by h6. This can lead to solid structures for black. Alternatively, the fianchetto defense with g6 can reduce white's attacking chances. Be prepared for transpositions where white delays the move to g5. If white plays an early pawn to c4, consider playing d5 or c5 to enter a queen's gambit structure. Finally, keep in mind that the Torre often leads to imbalances in the middle game. Black should aim for endgames with active minor pieces, as white's bishop pair may lose effectiveness in simplified positions. Flexibility is vital when facing the Torre attack. By prioritizing dynamic responses and maintaining piece coordination, black can navigate this opening effectively.